Welcome to another episode of Sim Saturdays, where we create Sims. I was on the Inspirations tab on YouTube. If you don't know what the Inspirations tab looks like, it's this. Editor Reed will put a picture on screen right here.
Ooh.
So yeah, it will just give you like little ideas for videos and stuff like that. It'll just take like the titles of your videos and like give you inspiration on like what to do for future videos and stuff like that. It's a really cool feature, and I just recently got into it, and I decided one of the ideas it gave me was the time travel challenge, which I kind of just made up my own rules for it. But basically, we're going to recreate the same sim. So we're going to create it once, and then we're going to create it once in like modern times, and then recreate it again in like if he was in the like 1800s or something, some further date in the past. I thought that would be a really fun challenge to try and do here today. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I can words, okay? Alright, so for this guy, I'm going to start off with the name. I did decide to name him James because I thought that was kind of a timeless name. And for the last name, Curly might work. James? No, I don't know. I'm going to go with Curly. I'm going to go with Curly. Curly works. No, not Cooley. My God, the R key on my laptop is really not working. Alright, so with that being said, I'm gonna start with the one from modern times. I'm gonna start with modern James. Alright, so actually I'm gonna start off with the face, because I feel like that will give me a better understanding of what we're doing here. Alright, I do feel like I want him to have a little bit of facial hair. Maybe like a bigger, more full beard. Like maybe something like that. Or even like this. I don't know if I want it to be that long though. Maybe that. That could work. Okay, let's go with that. And then we'll just let him keep the brown hair. I don't think I want him to have long hair like this. So maybe... Nah. It kind of looks like Justin Timberlake now. Am I crazy, or does this look like Justin Timberlake? Okay, but I do like the shorter hair. I think he looks good with shorter hair. I think for this one, for this part, I will... Yeah, I'm gonna let him have the slightly darker brown hair. Okay, this could work. Maybe bring them up a little more. Maybe right there. Okay. And then the eyes, I feel like they're a little big. Just a little big. So let's go ahead and like close them up a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Are they too far apart? Is that the issue I'm having? That looks a little better. Okay. Interesting how I decided the eyes looked weird because they were too far apart, when I always push them further apart in these videos. Maybe I'm just contradictory, I don't know. Alright, and for the lips, I feel like they could be just a little bit, maybe a little smaller. Okay, this could work. Now for the outfit, what do we got? Because I don't want this to be the modern look for him. Ooh, maybe something like this. Do we have like a denim, like a blue, like that? Now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm not sure I like that. Although that does... no, I'm not gonna go with that. I don't think that's the one. Maybe something like this? Okay, that's a little too many layers. That's too many layers. Ooh, maybe this? No. Alright, let's... Yeah, button up. I feel like we need... Maybe this could work. This could work. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, I do think I want him to be a little bit more muscular, just a little bit. That looks good. And then I'm going to give him some jeans, because I can. A little darker. Maybe a little darker. I like that. I like that. Okay. And then for the shoes, I think the shoes are fine. I'm just gonna pick a different color, maybe. No, let's see. What else we got? Maybe the green ones. I saw there was a green option. Where is that? Is that it? No, not that. Okay, that could work. That could also work. Okay, I like the green. Why does it always do that? Okay. Forgot about that. I forgot that they do that now. Alright, and then I just decided I want to give him, like, an earring or something. Yeah, I think this is pretty good for the modern day version of James. I think this looks nice. I will, of course, go ahead and do all the rest of the outfits off camera. But this is good. Alright. So this is James Curley, the modern version. Let's go ahead and get his like 1800s look in. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, this isn't really the 1800s look we're going with here, but like that eye makeup is, wow, that is crazy. All right, but this is pretty similar to what James already looks like. So we're going to go with this sim, but we are going to even closer up. It looks really cool. Oh, man. Part of me wants to make this guy the thumbnail photo. I'm going to do that. Just to give me a minute, everybody. I'm going to get a few photos of this guy and make him the person for the thumbnail of this video because he's cool. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of the eye makeup. I'm a little bit sad that we have to do it, but at the same time, this isn't really what I'm going for with him. Makes me sad to get rid of that, though. It does. Alright, so his hairstyle, I think, looks good for what we're going for. I do want it to be a little bit neater. Nah, should I go with that? I feel like this is our best option. Maybe this? No. Okay, I'm gonna go with that, and then I feel like he should have like a top hat like this. Yeah. Alright, so I do, since he is from like the 1800s and all that, I am going to give him something like this. Black pants and a little bit of maybe like boots, maybe? Maybe not boots. Is there like a monocle option in here? Because if there is, I feel like we should have that in there. No, there's not. It doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm not 100% happy with what we're going for here. I feel like it could be better. So, alright, I don't think this is what I'm gonna go with, but I do want to at least see what it looks like. Should I just go with that? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go with that, though. Maybe something along these lines. Oh, that looks like it could work. Okay. I don't think his pants should have a belt. That's the only thing.
Oh
no, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's not the pants. That's not the pants. All right, I do think I want him to have black pants though. Not that. Not that. Oh, that could work. Okay. Alright, I feel like the hat... Let's look through the hats a little bit more and see if we can find anything better. Oh my gosh, come on, there. Okay. Nah, that is more of so what I'm going for, but I don't know if that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe not that. He looks more like a gangster now in this hat, which isn't really isn't the look I'm going for. Okay, I think that's the one then. Alright. I'm gonna go with it. That's James Curley. That's the the 1800s version of James Curley. Alright, so I think this challenge turned out pretty good in the end. It's not perfect, like the 1800s version of James isn't really like perfect, spot on, but I like it. I think it looks good. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Sim Saturdays. I'm sure in the future I will do a female version of this, and we'll do another version of this challenge for Sim Saturdays in the future. But for the first run, this turned out pretty cool, I think, so I'm happy with it. Alright, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Sim Saturdays. I will see you guys next week when we create even more Sims. Until then, keep being creative.